3, 2. This is already a disaster. I regret everything. Hey guys, it's Nicolas Gonzalez. I'm the video director for Hollywoodlife, and welcome to our first and probably last episode of the Tea Drop. The Tea Drop is where we drop the tea.
Are you allowed to say the F word?
I am. I'm gonna edit it.
It's your world. We're just living in it.
Exactly. I just write everything. I just do everything. Anyway, this beautiful graphic is made by DeVante, our video producer at Hollywoodlife, which you've seen.
Me. I feel like first we should start with the Challenger games. In the beginning of this, I want to thank 60 Hotels. They housed me in LA at the 60 Beverly Hills. It's a beautiful hotel. Shadow PR, shout out to you guys. I'm so grateful. It made me able to go on the trip, so that's really awesome. Were you wearing the headphones?
Thank you for giving her a roof.
You were wearing the headphones this whole time when neither of us had headphones on? Anyway, was special request, apparently. That is what the producers told me. Special request of Logan Paul and Mike Malek to be the sideline host of the Challenger game.
Does that mean Spencer didn't approve it?
This is where I posted that whole thing thanking Logan and Mike, and I tagged them in it, and I used some, with Spencer in it. And Spencer called me out, and I was like, dude, I was listening to what the producers said to me. They said Mike and Logan specifically, personally requested that Ali Stagnitta come out. And I was like, Spencer, your name was not mentioned. So unless they're missing something.
That's not even what you said. You said you don't follow me.
No. I literally came back at him. I was like, Spencer, you don't even follow me. And he didn't, and then he followed me right there and then did the screenshot. And so I did the screenshot back showing that he just followed me. Anyway, we squashed the beef. I had a really fun time. It was one of the first times I've ever done anything like that before. I felt super Erin Andrews-y. I was running around trying to get stories, spill the tea, kind of ragging on some people. I did totally mess up the fact that I mixed them up, Vitaly and Mark Donor.
What?
Yeah, I did. I mixed them up. I chased after Mark. I was like, Vitaly. He's like, I'm not Vitaly. Something was bound to happen. Yeah, I mean, honestly, at least I didn't have to run and fall on the hurdles.
Raka?
Like Raka. When I was in the middle of talking to him and he starts grabbing Destroying's neck, and he had a really light grip, it wasn't real, but I talked to Raka afterwards, and he was like, honestly, I didn't know the dude, so I was like, hopefully he's going along with this, because
Destroying is super
he was
nice.
Great.
Yeah.
Destroying was great. We had a lot of people actually reach out about Destroying to me to ask questions. Yeah, people were really excited about him.
I feel like not that many people really know about him. I know
now they do
there or whatever, but that it felt that kind of gave him a new audience.
Yeah, I mean, he started the day with 500,000 on Instagram. He's at 552K.
Can you raise your finger up? This is how much she's scrolling. She needs Band-Aids now.
No, this is how anxious I was at the Jana wedding. I was biting my fingers. We'll get to that.
I'm sorry.
But he has gone up 52,000. He trained hard. Mm-hmm. Every single other person, I'm not kidding, got hurt in their first
Faye
heat.
Sensei, who else got hurt?
Faye Sensei.
Batch?
Batch got hurt literally, I think, when he was stretching.
Logan
I did not see him.
Logan, it seems like his injuries got a little worse afterwards.
Yeah.
The images he put on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, no, he was good. He was ready to run. Him and Jake were going against each other. I was standing with Pam because she was just, she I feel like she had that motherly intuition. She was like, this is not going to go well. She was just nervous, and she's like, I want Jake to win one. I want Logan to win the other. He kind of, and just right when it started, he just went down. But I thought it was awesome too that Fuzi grabbed him.
Yeah. I thought it was awesome.
I mean,
Fuzi was also on the ground.
Had to pick himself up first, but yeah.
And he was so nice too. I mean, we were talking about his comeback that he's having right now and his mental health, and he really he sends all the love to Drake. He just gives it to Drake. It's giving it to God, giving it to Drake.
Hopefully Drake will be there when he gets in his boxing match next month. Not next month, September.
September, yeah. He was saying
which is not an
training
undercard
for
match.
that. Yeah. No, it's not.
You found out. You got the tea on that thing.
Yeah, it's not the undercard. Something that I really enjoyed and loved was that the YouTubers, the creators, YouTubers, influencers, whatever they were, they all interacted with the fans. They had fat heads with their faces on them, Logan went up and talked to all of them. They were jumping the fence and like holding on to them. Summer Rae was jumping up there, taking pictures with them. I mean, it was the cutest little thing, and it was amazing. Also, Mike was an incredible commentator. Oh my gosh, he's coming for my job. And he was funny, and he knew what was going on because Nick, my handy dandy director, producer extraordinaire, sent a like kind of play-by-play for me the day before, just because he and DeVante both follow these YouTubers, religiously.
There's
and
a lot of them.
they know.
I go to sleep dreaming about YouTubers.
It's
I might have to get that checked out.
I just don't have time for that. Mike texted me the night before and was like, hey, by chance do you have bios for everybody? And I was like, no, but I do have this. And he literally used word for word some things that you wrote down, and I was like,
I thought you were kidding. You were serious.
I was like, Mike, that was like my next interview. I was like, those are my notes too.
That's kind of cool.
It was funny, but they were all great. We really worked as like an awesome team. Like it was just all wonderful, and it was put on by the people that literally do the Olympics. Like some people there have put on 10 Olympic games. Yeah. They do the X Games. They do UFC matches. Incredible people.
Shout out to Dylan. That's his name, right?
Yeah.
He was amazing.
Dylan comes from, though, and I don't think people know this, he is like a hype man. Like, separate from producing Logan Paul and like working on Impulsive and stuff, he is a actual hype man. Like, works on live TV shows to pump people up. I mean, I don't know how he talked like that for 3 hours. He was awesome. And just shout out to Logan and Jake for, pulling this thing together. I think it was really important.
It raised a lot of money.
Raised a lot of money. You guys showed that, creators aren't just about, what they put out. It's about the work that they put in. So I think it was really awesome. Got to sip my teamy tea before we head into the Jana tea. Essentially, I was not supposed to go to this wedding. We were sending a reporter. We had sent her all the details. I was like, I am going to LA and I'm coming back. I am not staying there. I'm not going to Vegas.
And then you're like, I'm going to Vegas.
What happened was after the Challenger Games, and we were chatting together with Corey Talbot, who I absolutely love. I love that family so much. And they were like, please come to the wedding. Like, why aren't you coming? It'll be fun. And I was like, I'm so tired, blah, blah, blah. And then Azadi and Blue and Jake. How am I going to say no to Jake Paul? It's his wedding. If he wants me there, I'll be there. And I knew people, which I honestly did not think that I was going to, and or that they weren't going to know me. And it turns out that a lot of them knew me. And I was like, they were like, Holly from Hollywoodlife. And I was like,
oh no.
And I was nervous too. I was like, did I say something bad about you? I know, because that has happened. DeVante, it's usually your fault.
Hey, listen. Some of the times I write these jokes or whatever thinking maybe they're not too spicy, and then we get on camera and Allie's just like, how could you? Oh my God. And then we just like run it back right then and there.
That happened a couple times, but we won't say with who, but they were really nice afterwards.
A lot of them have come up to me and been like, I heard what you said about me. And I was like, oh my God. Also, we don't really expect that these people watch these videos, and then they do.
Too.
Like, that's,
exactly.
But now that they are, we're doubling down.
You know what I'm saying?
But actually, the wedding was really great. We sat up in the seats. I sat with Riley Reid and Raka and Lance Stewart. And we had a great little section. And Bradley Martin came.
That's a perfect combo.
Bradley Martin came and sat right in front of us on a stool. And we were literally like, could you move?
He's so big, you could literally sit on his shoulder. It would probably be a benefit.
Behind me? Riley was so great. And I was like a little nervous to meet her because I was like, oh my gosh, I just saw her put a whole microphone in her mouth again on Impulsive Live. So I was like, this girl is going to think that
I thought you were going to say, I'm just so nervous. I saw her video right before. Which Logan thought too. He was just like,
yeah, I was like, I'm such a fan. He was like, what kind of fan?
Like, you love watching her stuff, or like, how does that work?
So we were chatting. She had a shoot the next morning, so she had to skedaddle. She had to be there at 8 a.m. I helped her with a little nail situation because she had on these like black daggers, and she had to file those babies down for the shoot.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you see her with like a
you heard it here first.
If you see her with a filed down white manicure, I helped her out with
Someone's
that.
just watching. It's like, oh, she's wearing white. Oh, that's when
that's
Allie
where she
helped her.
went. Yeah. So send me the check in the mail. It's fine. But yeah, so we had a really fun little area, except it was kind of ruined when a fight happened.
Yeah.
There was a fight. A fight broke out.
I was gonna say I saw that, but I didn't because I was using halogen.
Instant shade.
The wedding, was beautiful. Tana looked gorgeous. She had a dress change.
Yeah.
And then, it was quickly interrupted by a fight that I definitely almost got knocked over in. Tana complimented my outfit that I honestly picked for her. Like, I went with snakeskin because I was like, Tana would wear snakeskin. Like, and then I was like, oh my gosh, her wedding dress might be snakeskin. And so then I got nervous that we were gonna match. And then I was like, nope. She went traditional, thank goodness. And so I was good in the snakeskin. But she was just like super sweet and like happy, appreciative.
Any MTV cameras pointed your way at any
Gosh, I
point?
didn't even
I've
pay
seen her in other
attention.
pap footage already. The Kris Jenner meme and Ariana Grande's Thank You Next?
Yeah, that's what it's like.
Allie literally looked like.
Oh my gosh,
It's
why haven't I
perfect.
seen this? Yeah, so it was all in all a really great weekend. I was super honored to be there and to be in their, circle, because it's hard sometimes when people are in media to also be their friend.
Yeah. Sure.
But, I am like
You
very
blurred the lines.
thankful for their trust and love, because I love them. I was really pleasantly surprised by King Batch too. He was
He seems so nice.
So nice. Same with Adam 22 and his girlfriend Lena. So nice, so sweet. Lena came right up and gave me a hug. Adam was like, oh my gosh, 100% love Hollywood Life. Like, I'll come in, like, blah, blah, blah. Because I wanted them to come do an interview and they were like, we're so hungry. We need to eat some chicken fingers first. And I was like,
Yeah, we
I
show them a lot of
understand.
love.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. Just shout out to everyone being nice. Everyone was really
Gotta be
complimentary
real.
too when I was out there. Just like the creators, they were like, it is just remarkable to me that like someone can say something in just like a 30-second soundbite on one podcast that's very obscure and somehow Hollywood Life finds it. They're like, we don't even get mad because it's like, I guess we were the
Yeah.
only ones that said that the Bella Thorne podcast Impulsive had to be retaped. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
only because, and nobody knew that. No one said who it was.
Shout
it was
out to the
only
Brett
because
Backs for that, though.
Mike,
Niall, yeah.
yeah, it's only because Mike or like a fan, like someone
Mentioned it in a
had
sliver.
mentioned it in a sliver, and they find it, which is incredible. I'm just the face. They're the words. Just kidding.
Allie's doing amazing. She's incredible. You know that.
This
She's
is
the funniest host
suck
ever
up
of all
to
time.
each other part of the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
This
this
is
is
where
when
we
it's
lose
like-
all the ad money and they click out and the watch time goes down the hill. Anyway, we're gonna wrap it up. Allie's gonna do one more outro again. We're gonna redo it and then. All right.
This is why it's my job to be the on-camera host.
Sorry, guys. That's it for this one. This was just.
All right, guys, make sure you hit the sub, like, and bell button. Let us know what you think about the tea drop, and make sure to follow me on social media at Ali Stagnitta, him at Nick Tack, and him at DeVante Chisolm.
We promise that's not confusing. It's accurate. All right. Bye, guys. Peace.